Hey, what's up, Master Trainers? This is your host, Charlie Jonas here, straight out of Pacific Valley, and today I'm gonna be explaining a couple things. Alright, so today's video, I'm gonna be teaching you how you can play Pokémon Unite on your computer, alright? In order to do that, we just need to set up a couple things. So let's go on, because I'm gonna show you how it's done. Alright then, so first thing we need to do is to download the Bluestacks, right? It's an app. You just go and type Bluestacks download, and then you check it out, the version which suits your case better, alright? Whether it is 32 bits or 64. Alright then, so once you install it and open it, you're gonna find something just like this, alright? And what it does is going to emulate a cell phone within your computer. So you just go and log in with your same phone account or any other one you like, and then it's going to treat it just like if you had a new phone. Alright, so this is just a phone emulated within your computer. Alright, so from there you just go to the Play Store and then type Pokémon Unite, download it and install it normally the same way you do on your phone. Alright, so this is very simple, it's very easy, nothing that you never done before. Alright, the tricky part is how to set it up in a way that is good and that works for you when you're gonna be playing Pokémon Unite. Alright, so that's what I'm going to show you in this video. So once you have the Bluestacks and then already installed Pokémon Unite, next step would be opening the app. Alright, so just hit it and let it load. And then clicking would be the same of tapping, alright? Okay then you notice that yours, when you're gonna open it by the first time, you notice it's going to look way different than mine, alright? Probably with way more commands and buttons. Okay, so before you get started, the first thing we need to do is to go ahead and go to the practice area. Alright, so we go practice area, and here we're gonna set up our commands. Alright, in a way we're gonna use our key from our keyboard in order to do the actions, move around, and everything else you could do playing on the phone or even on the Switch. Alright, okay, I'm gonna just set up practice right here very quickly, and let's get started. Alright then, so here right after the practice starts, first thing we're going to do is to come here on this right side menu, alright, and click on game controls. Then we go here, you can set up the opacity. Alright, I like to leave just like this, almost halfway, but here we are going to hit the open advanced editor. Alright, and then here we can see more clearly all the buttons and controls we have on our screen. Alright, and those are the ones I would suggest you to use. Okay, we are going to use the D-pad, alright, which is this one right here. So don't go for the mobile D-pad, just use the D-pad, alright. And then if there's anything here, let's say there's a button there and it says J, alright, and you don't need this one. Okay, so you can move it around, or if you're not gonna need it, you can simply erase it. Okay, just delete it. Alright, so make sure to add the D-pad right on top of the place you would be placing your thumb to move around. Alright, and then once the D-pad is there, make sure to set it up the way it is. Alright, so ASWD which are the keys you're gonna be using to move around, just like in any other computer game. Okay, so now let's go ahead and set up other things, such as returning to base, ejecting button or the held item, alright, scoring, and then of course the 3 attacks and the automatic attack, alright. So what do I do here is what I suggest and recommend to you is first to use Q and E to auto attack, alright. That's because if you're using both W and D, you know, to move to one direction, you're gonna have no other finger to attack if you only use the E key, alright. But if you have 2 keys to do the same job, then if you're pressing W and D, you can still press with the other finger Q, alright. And the same works if you're pressing A and W at the same time, you still have a free finger to go ahead and press E. So this way, no matter which way you are moving towards, you're also gonna be able to auto attack. Alright, then the other thing that I do is that I set up R, you know, for the base, okay? So this way is right there next to my finger, the key to trigger the base teleport, alright? So you have Q to attack, W to move forward, E to attack again, and right next to it you have the R to take you back to the base. So it's very easy to use, alright? Another one that is very easy to use for me is Control, alright? So I use Control to trigger my held item, okay? And it's very practical to use since Control is right there underneath your little finger, alright? Just as you can see right now, I'm pressing it using my small finger, alright? So it is very fast for you, it's a very good fit to have a quick response. And to finish with the keyboard, I have the space, alright? So the space is the one I use. I put it on top of the Pokeballs, because sometimes we need to hold it or just click on it in order for our Pokemon to score some points, alright? So if you use the space button, it will be very practical for you to hit it with your thumb, just like you can see right now, alright? I'm using my thumb in order to hit the space and score some points very quickly, alright? So all those combinations make it very easy for you to move around and do some actions using just short-ranged movements from your fingers, alright? And then in another hand now, you should use your mouse in order to set up the other commands, alright? So we're talking about first skill, second skill, and ultimate skill, okay? In my case, I have a mouse which has both arrows, like forward and backwards, alright? And that helps me a lot, alright? So I set up the backward arrow to trigger the skill, which is below here in the screen. And then I set up the forward arrow to trigger the skill, which is on top of the other one, alright? So for me, it looks more intuitive, okay? And it works better. And then I just went ahead and add another button here, which is the middle click, alright? And when you click with your scroll, alright? So if I middle click, I'm gonna be using my ultimate attack. So this makes it very easy for me to attack and move around, and then use my skills just by pressing the arrow keys with my thumb, or pressing the scroll or the middle click using my middle finger, okay? So all of that makes it very easy for me to play this game here on the computer. Alright, so then after you set it up the way it is, you just go and hit save. And then you can go ahead and close the controls editor, alright? And now, as you can see, we can just move around using the ASWD, okay? Hit the Pokemon with auto attack, use both Q or E, and then also using our held item, using control, using our skills by clicking with the backwards arrow or the forward arrow, alright? And then you can also go ahead and use the space key in order to score some points. Alright, so that's pretty much how you set up your Pokemon Unite within the Bluestacks in order to play it very easily. So this way is not overcomplicated and makes it possible for you to play very competitively. Alright, now I'm gonna show you other configurations and setups that I do that helps me out playing this game. Alright, so another thing that I do is to come here to settings, okay? And then here I go to controls and I always choose to hit, to lock on priority on the lowest remaining HP value. I use the full controls. I keep the automatic basic attacks on, lock on icon on, move aim settings icon, alright, in motion pursuit distance standard, in motion pursuit mode on, alright. And then here on the scoring controls is where I do something different, alright. I don't choose hold button down, because sometimes, I don't know, you could have a slippery thumb and it doesn't hold all the way until you score the points. So I rather to use press button, alright. So this way I just need to hit the space key once, and then if I hit it twice, I stop the scoring, alright. But if I hit it only once, it's gonna score automatically. I don't have to keep holding it. And then here I also use slide to icon in order to cancel controls. And I think that's everything that I do differently, alright. Then I would suggest you to come here to battle info, make sure they are just like mine, on, off and on, and then back to the controls. Also make sure the move aim snaps to nearby targets is on as well, alright, because if I'm not wrong, it's going to show you like the face of the Pokemon when it pops into your screen, alright. So sometimes it helps you to realize there's an opponent there even though you didn't actually realize it was, okay. So it kind of tells you, shows you there's an opponent nearby, okay, but it brings up an icon, so it makes it a lot easier for you to spot enemies, okay. Oh yeah, so another thing I forgot to tell you is like when some skills needs to be directional, alright. So in this case, if you want to choose the direction you're going to use it, then you have to use your pointer, okay. You gotta click on it and then move around to choose the direction we want to release it, okay, just like that. Otherwise, if you just go and use this skill by hitting the button you set up, it's going to automatically use it towards where you're facing, alright. So I'm just gonna do with hitting the button, and that's it, okay. It just hit it, in this case the closest target, alright. But let's say there's no closer target at all, it's going to go straight to where you're facing. So that's a very important detail as well, because if you wanna use like right here, it's not going to, you have no way to tell if it's going to hit Machop or any other target, alright. So if you wanna make sure you're gonna hit the target you just go ahead and use the directional function, alright, using your pointer. And also you could just come all the way up here on toggle full screen, or simply press F11 to make it full screen and vanish with the sideways menu, alright. This way makes it bigger for you and cleaner, and that is what I was talking about, okay. So it shows me the icon of that Pokemon once it is within my screen, alright. So see, he's not into my field of view yet, so I can tell he's around, but by the moment he got into my field of view, it's going to pop up here for me. So sometimes I'm here paying attention of the action that's going here, and I didn't even notice that there's an enemy all the way there, alright. So with this pop-up icon here, makes it way easier for me to notice and be aware of the opponent's Pokemon. Alright then, so that was the content for this video, how to install, set up the keys and also other game setups that are going to make it easier for you to play this game on your computer. Alright, so if you want to learn more about Pokemon and also about my board game series, so just go ahead and follow me on all my social media. Alright, this way you can stay tuned about any new content here in this channel and this project. And if you want to see me playing Pokemon Unite live every day, also make sure to go ahead and follow me on the Purple website as well, since I play it every day. And of course, if you'd like to know all these tips and setups that I just taught you in this video, go ahead and leave a thumbs up, subscribe and share this video with everyone else who wanna play this game with, alright? This way they can be able to have the option to play on the computer as well. Don't forget to check out the links in the description, alright, since there are very useful links, and if you purchase anything down there, it's gonna help me out a lot here in this channel and make it possible for me to keep bringing you more content more and more. Don't forget to ring the bell in order to get notified about new videos here in this channel. I hope you guys liked everything we seen in this video, and I see you in the next one.